On August 25, 1944, the Allied forces enter Paris under General Charles de Gaulle and the French Liberation Army, 2 days after the Wolfpack sneak into the city. The leader of the German occupying forces, General Dietrich von Choltitz, surrenders. To Hitler's dismay, Choltitz disobeys the order to burn the city to the ground before the Allies can reclaim it. After 4 years of military occupation, Paris has been liberated.
A warm welcome back, Lord Alexander. I trust your meeting went well.
Hitler was unhappy with losing Paris. I do not think he realizes that it is only a matter of time before the Allies advance into Berlin. This war is proceeding faster than we expected. Our plans will be ruined if the Germans are defeated too soon. We must exterminate the Wolfpack.
What would you have me do?
I have found a way to bring them down. They have a human with them.
The blonde boy, my lord? But he's not Fang Clan, and he has no special powers.
The human is their weakness. Those wolves won't turn their backs on a comrade. We can use him to bring down the rest of the pack. Their loyalty will be their demise.
I did it. I guess I really did just need a rest for a second. And then I got through. Alright, Cordelia, give me the broadsword. Actually, I might give you a broadsword. Deal with those skeletons. Alright, we need to change up our inventory. Probably our weapons list. guys gotta start using weapons and items. Miller. Hey, Dead Flash, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh, I cleared it. I just cleared that level I was stuck on yesterday. It was beautiful. I almost lost someone, but I kept it pretty. I kept it together. Yes, we still are. Indeed, we are. I don't know if I want to. I think I'm gonna give you a sword. You were in there yesterday? Oh, well. That's pretty good. Pretty good, though. Keith, Frank, you actually got beaten up quite a bit this round. Okay, now we have a new member to the team. Speed is a must. HP. Focus, assassin. We're gonna do defense bonus for you. Lewis, we're gonna make you a bit of a tank. The shotgun's cool. But you don't have much range, Lewis, you know? Lewis's best character, hands down. Last time I was here, he died. So I never really got to experience how good Lewis was. So I'm hoping. I like his quick draw. His quick draw is a lot of fun. But he's all squared away. Broadsword, bazooka. You did very well, Van Helsing. Even though you get beaten up like crazy. I really like to pick on you, so we're gonna give you morphine. His super ability is Archangel. It's BA. Never hurt. No, I can't wait to see that then. Alright, so you have a broadsword, a rifle. I believe we have to get some supplies. Don't believe we're needing more weapons. The bar. The bar is pretty good though. Alright, cool, no problem. Oh, that's cool, you have a son. I can never have enough of these medical kits. Blood plasma, I need to buy those. That's okay. I'm so glad I beat that level with everyone here. So it's the first time I've ever gotten this many people alive past this point. No missions, let me tell you, no AR missions. It's just story mission after story mission. which is great. But this is exactly why I'm glad I did the AR missions.
Although Paris has been liberated, the excitement does not last long for the Wolfpack. Lewis's report on the German atomic weapons program casts a solemn shadow over the entire unit, and soon, urgent orders arrive from Britain to defuse the atomic bomb no matter the cost. The Wolfpack mobilizes immediately. Allied intelligence reports that the bomb is being transported by train to an artillery unit near the front lines of Belgium, where an artillery unit is awaiting its arrival. Lewis's spy network is able to pinpoint the exact route the bomb will be traveling on, and the Wolfpack immediately formulates a plan to intercept it. Upon receiving their orders, the unit rushes toward Belgium. Their target is a railway station hub to the east, where the train carrying the bomb will be stopping briefly. If they can arrive at the station before the train passes through, they stand a chance of stopping it from reaching its destination.
Team, to get to the railway station, we need to pass through this town. It is still under German control, so I expect a few troops to be in the area. We're under pressure here, though. Time is running out and we need to defuse that bomb fast. Our priority is to pass through this town quickly and without incident.
Damn it! Why is it whenever we're in a hurry, there's too many bloody crowds in our way?
A few weeks ago, you were begging for more action. Now let's take these guys down fast.
Roger that.
Exactly. Two groups. Alright, you guys know what to do. Nope, no cover there. I did! I got past Gundam. And no one died, thankfully. What's up, Q? Now we have to get past these dudes.
Say goodnight, chap.
Oh my god, this guy does not quit.
Well, well, if it isn't the wolves. You know what to do, Carmilla.
So, okay. Yes, I was about to ask you about that, Gundam. How do I know? Or do I just have to check every body?
I won't fail you, my lord. Destroy the enemy!
There's just too many of them, sir.
Everyone, get to the building on the west side. We'll hold a defensive position.
That is unfortunate. It was Atlas. Set up the shooting line, friends. The shooting line is ready.
You can't hide from me.
Oh, I didn't give him a bazooka. That's not what you want to see.
I'll finish this!
Well, yeah, if you're on an AR mission, guys, I noticed there's an attack button, so I think you can do it again. Get out of here, Skillies. Herbert, you're low. Oh, you shot him. You know, even though that's a waste of bullets, the marksman might go off like last time and kill him. I'm always hoping. Always hoping. Get out of the way here. Oh my. I shot at my own guy on accident. Wrong trigger. Oh my god, I targeted my own guy. No one saw that. Covering.
me.
Yeah, that's not good. You butt. Yes, I kept the needle alive. I didn't kill him. Even though I wanted to. Let's see how much eagle I actually hurt someone. Decent amount. Is that a range? Let's see if I can do it.
Take this!
Nope, only 70. With that range.
On guard.
So many new abilities. Pretty decent range for the slash. With twos in here now. No, I died on the first mission too. It took some time getting used to how it all worked. My buddies too, when we tried to play the first mission, they died a lot too on the first mission. So That's happened to a lot of people I know. Just soldiers. I don't trust it at all. That's a big reason why I love this game. They don't treat you like an idiot, and they expect you to be smart. And they expect you to adapt, and I love that. You know, they believe in the player base. Wow, I have no range on that one. I have no cover though, which is a bad thing. Yeah, Gundam says it's actually easy to die in mission 1 because you don't have auto restore. Yeah. And then Dad Flash is saying, kind of why I like it too. Even when they're teaching you how to play the game, they don't hold your hand. No, they don't. And that's what I particularly love about Xcom, Phoenix Point. Games like that where they're, you know, I feel it is, okay, my philosophy or belief on the game is it's supposed to challenge you, you know, and, you know, enhance you. Kind of like, you know, chess, right? It's a game, but it really helps your critical thinking. You know, and that's what I think all games should be. You know, they help you. They're helpful to you, and that's what I love about this game. It really makes you, for me, it really stretched my brain on the idea of geometry, like the distance between two things and how much that matters, logistics, you know, how long it takes to get to a point, you know. I didn't know it was logistics when I first played, but the more I play it, the more I get older, I'm like, you know, this actually teaches a lot about geometry and logistics. Things that I use every day, but I never necessarily knew it. So, yeah, I mean, I just love that this game challenges my brain. Doesn't hold my, it's not like an interactive movie, which those are fun on occasion, but for me, I'm a strategy dude. I need to feel challenged. Yeah, I changed, Gundam says, yeah, I changed as a gamer over the years. I used to be very afraid when I played this game. Oh, dude, this game made me feel dumb. Because I was always really good at strategy. Then I picked this up thinking, oh, you know, whatever. It's just a console game. I'll beat it in no time. And it whooped me. It whooped me so bad. Still whoops me. Yeah, too afraid to take risks. I think that's one of the best parts of turn-based games like this, or XCOM, all the ones I've various said, because, oh my god, you gotta take a risk and you gotta live with it. You have to live. It's a very good lesson in life that I have found. Dad Flash says, this game taught me proper resource management and how to set up ambushes properly. Very true. Very, very true. To be honest, this stuff helped me with roommates. Like, to care for different people. You know, helped me in those days of my life. I used to do World War II reenactment. Taught me proper tactics. That does not sound silly at all. I learn, it's true, like guarding each other. I mean, that's why a lot of the time when I play with my buddies online, I'm always yelling at them for formations. because of games like this. I was like, hey, it's needed. You know, covering the back of your friends, your teammates.
Say your prayers.
I just cannot hit with these things. I'm gonna stop doing that. I swear. That's another thing too, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, I knew you were gonna have tanks in here.
This isn't over yet. We got tanks.
That's another thing about kind of what I want to do with my career as a streamer. I want to present games that honestly benefit your life. Things that people, I feel, if you played it, you'd walk away with more than just a cool experience. So that's funny you say that, Dad Flash, because this game taught me a lot of things, different things. Every time I come back to it, I learn something more applicable to my life. You know, my real life, art, whatever. So I have a different experience with Thunderfrost. I always hit stuff at the low 23. Really? It felt a little more forgiving than Xcom, where I missed. Yeah. In a row. Xcom is different. Well, okay. It's different. Number 1 and 2 are different. Number 1 feels more chaos-y versus 2. 2, I didn't used to, but I really appreciated that it broke down. Okay, because you're higher elevation, you're in full cover. It tells you like why you're gonna hit most likely or why you wouldn't hit. So number 2 feels more not chaosy. Number 1 felt chaosy. You just fired and hope you hit. I fired at everything in number 1. I was like, let's just do it. Firefights were scary. Dude, you guys are tanky.
You bastards!
Yes, Xcom does do a great job giving you feedback on how effective you will be on the action that you do. Yes, very true. XCOM 1 was just, I love XCOM 1. I love them both. I love them both. Can't really say I don't. Why? Oh, because they're level 27, that's why. I keep thinking these guys are just low Bs, but nope.
This is it.
But there's not any game quite like this. One of my favorite parts about this game, which I've said repeatedly, it is not scared to mess with you. I mean, even in XCOM has, this is the one thing I don't like about XCOM. At least mostly XCOM War of the Chosen, I'm still up in the air about. I think they fixed it in War of the Chosen, but they don't challenge you. Like they throw. That's not true. They do challenge you, but how do I put this? They're afraid to overwhelm you. I think that's the best way to say it. You know, this game kind of keeps up with you. Every time I level up, I'm fighting more and more people. Even when you start, you're fighting more people. You're outnumbered all the time. It's a really difficult way to get through each level because there's more of them than you. In XCOM, it has always been either the same or a little more outnumbered, a little more enemies than you, and they come in waves, so you can manage them relatively. This game, they're all on the map. There's like 20 of them, and they're all rushing you, and you have second or turns before they come in contact with you. There's no game like that. That kind of fear, knowing they're coming for you and they don't wait, that really creates these epic moments when you overcome them. And that's why I get like I get super addicted to this game, because it's like, oh, okay, I gotta be powerful from the start. And like XCOM 1, 2, all that, I don't feel the need to be OP in certain areas, because I'm like, I'll eventually get to a point where I can't be defeated, or at least I'll have a good time. But here, it's always, I don't know, just it feels like a battle. I'm rambling. I apologize. Can't seem to gather this thought. But there's just something about this combat that I'm so addicted to. Let's see it. Yeah. From the north and the south. No, Lewis. Alright, Jack, go grab some health. It's the worst not to have a bazooka.
I'll finish this!
Oh wow, you're a streamer too, Deathflash. Deathflash says I played XCOM 2 for a decent bit. Even streamed it on my old Xbox for a few years ago, before I quit streaming. Another thing is, in this you face enemies far more powerful than you. They actually use hard-hitting magic abilities and will actually heal just like the player. Like the AI isn't dumb. Indeed. The AI is... You know what it is? It doesn't hand you the fight. I was just... You saying that, Dead Flash, reminds me how many times in certain games, yeah, the AI will give me the fight. Even though I know it could use an ability or not, you know? But it doesn't heal its own people or anything. Or it heals it once and then lets it go, but in this one, there's like healing walls. It's like playing an actual player. You quit 4 years ago? I hear you. How many items do I have? Okay, you're good to go. Cornelia. You know what this game is like? Another thing I like about this system of movement, like on the right, it's very similar to Might and Magic. Might and Magic 5 was like that. It was extremely difficult because the AI could go 17 times before you, which was always fun. Oh wow, Dead Flash, that's awesome. Dead Flash says, I had been trying to go pro and get into esports for Battlefield 4. I was on a team and we were getting ready to get in a league, but gaming was always an escape and a hobby for me. The training to go pro turned into a job and chore. Oh, I understand that part very well. For me, it was card games. I grew up, one of my first legit jobs was to work in a card store. I loved playing cards like Magic and stuff like that. And I joined the pro circuit. I even became a judge. And yeah, not instantly, but after a while, really changed how I play cards. Oh, and so that's why you took a break from streaming and gaming. I hear you, man. Oh, plus you're killing yourself with streaming. You'd work for 9-hour shift, go home, stream for like 4 hours, sleep for 3, and then another 4. Oh, dude, I know exactly how that feels. Sorry, guys, but I actually am very interested in this conversation here. I'm always interested in everyone's conversation, but this one I have personal experience on, because that's exactly what was happening with me when I was working. I would be working manual labor, like warehouses and stuff, and I would do the same thing. I'd work I'd work a long time, a minimum 8 hours, then I'd come back home and try to stream, and oh my god, dude, it looked like my body looked like it was just gonna explode because I was so tired and my body couldn't recuperate, properly. It was bad. So I completely get you on that one. That's why, that's honestly kind of how I became a streamer. I went to work for X amount of years to buy the gear. So I didn't stream or do really much. I gamed on the side, but I didn't really do much towards streaming until I bought all my gear. And then I went full-time streaming without, I quit my job and went full-time streaming. But it was like a whole process. Saved up to become a streamer, In the future, and getting back into streaming, but not as interested as before. But mainly podcasts. I actually started picking up podcasts. At first, I didn't really like them, because I was like, why would I want to listen to a podcast? But yeah, there's some really good podcasts out there. So that's growing on me. But yeah, it looks like it was forever since you had a turn. That's one thing I wish I did earlier, was level up the speed for all my characters. But that's awesome to get a new PC for podcasting and a few games. I love my PC. It was probably the best purchase I've ever made in my adult life. Because I was console for most of my life, so I was always used to paying like $400 or $500 for a console. When I paid for my first PC, it was like $1,400, and that was very hard to do. I was very skeptical, but after I had it, I can't go back.
You can't hide from me.
3 for the price of 1. Oh, dude, I'd be excited. That sounds awesome. Yeah, my close group of friends are... I can't thank them enough. You actually are talking to a lot. Q's one of them. I've known him in real life for ever. Edge I've known forever. Well, not forever, but it feels like forever. It's nearly 10 years. Q I've known for over 10 years. And yeah, they were so nice to come with me. You know, not become streamers, but to kind of help me with streaming. Because it's hard. Some days it's hard to stream when you feel isolated, you know, because everyone's at work or whatever. But they're so great. They after work they come up with me and they're like Call of Duty with me, or they're, you know, just talk with me, hang out with me, and that really helps me as a streamer, because sometimes this can get a little lonely. Well, I don't know what that means, to be honest, Dad Flash. I don't know, like, I'm very limited in understanding podcasts or anything. I kind of just listen time to time, but I'm kind of like, I'm still new to it. I don't know what a full member means. I don't know, like, what that entails, you know, etc., etc. So I'm interested to know what it is. So feel free to, you know, tell me about it. You know. And then, yeah, if I like it, for sure. Because if you can't tell, I like talking. Talking is a little too easy for me. Like my dad, I can talk for way too long. Okay, those 2 tanks in the south are gonna be an issue. Like a talk show. Oh. That's actually a really good way to say it. Really, really good way to put it. So what would your podcast be about? Like, what would you be talking about? Just anything that comes to your mind, you know? Kind of like a late night, talk about whatever, whatever. More like, what is... Okay, those little guys are there. I don't know why you would have a rocket on you. You do have a rocket on you. That's amazing. That is the luck of the draw, guys. Oh, I got 4. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm more than down to, you know, at least try it once or twice. I don't think I can be a full member because I put, yeah, I'm always here. I always got too many products here. But for sure, I would love to try that if you're open to the idea. Randomly talk, see how it goes. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Let's try to push on this tank. That would be a lot of fun. Probably learn a lot of things I don't know. And that's one of my, cheesy as it sounds, it's one of my favorite things. And I learn a lot about things I just would never think of by myself. And it's gonna take forever to check these bodies. All I really have are mechanical opponents left. I doubt that's the end of it. Wow, Jack, you have been down forever.